Holy shit, you guys got in here quick. God damn. Was it the title? Was it the fact that I said I was stuffing YouTube videos? Anyway, give me just a minute here, guys. All right. Let's fucking go. Who's ready? What's going on, guys? How y'all doing? I'm on private stream and neither him nor me saw you online. Saw me online? What do you mean? Like the go live for YouTube? Is that what you mean? I don't think YouTube has a go live notification. Unless you like ring the bell or whatever. Ring the bell! Yeah. Interesting. I wonder why you didn't get a notification on Twitch. You guys want to hear something cool that I recently learned about YouTube videos? So yeah, let's pause the music for this, because I might edit this down into its own little mini talk, because this is actually pretty awesome. All right. Mini talk. Okay. I want to talk about embeds. All right. Embeds are when you put a link, right, in a do I have a good one here? Let's look at how's the gamer do it. With their YouTube videos. That's what I need to know. They do. Okay. All right. So, I want to talk about embeds. Embeds are when you put a link in like a channel or something like that, or like on. I don't have notes for this. This is gonna be a mess. So embeds are when you put a link in like a social media post of some sort, and the like Twitter, and Twitter automatically takes the link and like puts a little playable version of the video in the tweet. So like you get this little like card, and if you click on it, the video plays right there in Twitter. Okay? And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because in last week's video, I told you guys in last week's stream, I told you guys that or maybe before that, I don't know. At some point I told you guys that you should be posting your videos on other platforms in order to grow them quickly, because off-platform views are more heavily weighted in the algorithm than on-platform views. Now this is true, but the problem is there's a nuance here, okay? And that nuance is embeds. Embeds are worth much less than even on-platform views. They're almost worthless, right? And I'll tell you why. So, here's a post. This is a Healthy Gamer Discord. These guys are fucking awesome. He's a psychiatrist that does like mental health content. Not the point. Point is, so here he explains, they tell you what the video is, and then they put a link to the YouTube video. So what happens is Discord automatically puts this little card here of the YouTube video. So if I click this, the YouTube video starts playing, right? And this is a problem for YouTube, because if you play this here, you're not on YouTube, right? So what happens is this view right here, if I watch this whole video, this will count for like literally nothing for Dr. Outlook, Dr. K. Dr. K will get like nothing for this. But if I click this link or this link and it takes me out of Discord over to YouTube, that is worth more than an on-platform view. Does this make sense? So an off-platform view, clicking a link to a platform, is worth more than an on-platform view, you being on YouTube and clicking a recommended video, which is worth more than an embedded view, which is this. And if you think about it from YouTube's standpoint, this makes a lot of sense. Clicking a link that's on a different platform that takes you to YouTube gets another viewer on YouTube that's watching ads and ultimately making YouTube money. Whereas an on-platform view, you're just staying on the platform, so you're making the money by watching ads. Whereas this, you're not on YouTube's platform. So once I'm done with this video, I'm going to keep scrolling down and I don't watch another YouTube video. So this is like worthless to YouTube. They don't give a fuck about this embedded video. So what you should do is you should do what I did here. I made this nice little GIF. You don't have to do this. But basically post the links and then take away, like, when you post links, there's like a little X in the top corner. If you hit it, you can get rid of the embeds, and then you can post like a picture or a GIF or something like that, and that will solve this problem. So now there's like an interesting, I get my the marketing of an image or a thumbnail that I've posted with it, and this works for like Twitter stuff too. I get the marketing of the image because this is more eye-catching than a couple of links, right? But I also get the benefit of you clicking this link and it taking you right over to YouTube, right? Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Someone in my chat who's not having a completely irrelevant conversation right now? Yes, Sean. Okay, thank you. If you don't care, why are you here? Answer me that. All right. I just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was really fucking interesting. She can be an asshole all she wants. She just can't come crying to me if I ban her or time her out. Dick? How's that me being a dick? Breeze! You missed me talking about embeds, bro. How you doing? Easy breezy. Bravo. Are you still alive? This fucker. He's fucking sitting in my chat while he's still alive. Yeah, shit. Holy shit! What? That was awesome! Hold up. Bro. No, Brian, turn around and look at that again. You... No, that's gross. Look at that! He fucking stacked the cans. No, I don't care about the person. I care about the cans. That's fucking awesome. Fucking... That's good. Anyway. Game streams are a meme. A stream in a stream. It's streamception! He's been waiting how long now? I don't know. He's waiting before I went live. So that's at least 15 minutes. I don't know how long he was waiting before I hopped in his chat, though. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say at least 20 minutes. At least. Because I was in his chat for a bit. My fucking water is 200 degrees, which is way too hot to make tea with. Cool the fuck down, you bitch. Anyway. Content and value. Specifically value. We are stuffing YouTube videos with value because this is something that people get wrong. People get wrong a lot. Is they make a video, but they think it's a good video, and they're like, yes, it's gonna do really well, but it doesn't actually like have any intrinsic, like doesn't have much intrinsic value because it's just like some stream highlights or some shit that like isn't that entertaining. And now that I've worded it that way, this video might be kind of douchey, but I don't really care. This is gonna, if that's the case, it's called tough love. Sometimes you gotta be told you suck before you can get better. Am I right? Did you guys hear that fucking Salesforce acquired Slack? This is kind of funny because Salesforce fuck Salesforce. Yeah, Salesforce just acquired Slack. But it's interesting because what just happened to Slack's Slack stockholders, right? So we look at Slack stock. First off, funny thing about this is during COVID, right? If we look over the past 6 months, okay, during COVID. Like, this is when they're acquired by Slack, right? Or by Salesforce right here, right? But before that, they were like, how... Look at this. How do you lose money when you're a chat platform during COVID? How is this possible? How do you manage to do this? How do you manage to lose money as a virtual chat platform during COVID? What the fuck? Sam, I will say, it's probably not Salesforce that you hate, because Salesforce is very complicated, right? So you get Salesforce and it's just like an empty packet. It's like an empty like tool set, right? And then you have to get like engineers to like build out your platform for your company. And the problem is some engineers just are objectively bad at that. But like you actually like pay, like normally if you have a Salesforce, you actually have like a team of Salesforce developers that are supporting your specific build of Salesforce. So if you hate Salesforce because it sucks, it's probably that you don't actually hate Salesforce, you hate your development team because they fucking suck, which is entirely very likely. Yeah. It's really not a stupid fucking position. Like if you actually like look at how complicated it is to even like set up Salesforce, it's freaking nuts. That's just sales, honey. calling customers that don't want to be called. That's just sales. But anyway, what I was saying is, so Salesforce acquires Slack, right? And what happened to every single Slack shareholder is this. So they immediately, upon Salesforce acquiring Slack, each Slack shareholder gets fucking $48. Done. Right off the bat. No questions asked. You just get $48. If you own Slack, you got $48. And the reason that's kind of interesting is because if you bought at any time this year, because it never went above $48, you just made money. Like you're immediately net positive. And then on top of that, right? Shareholders also get, I think it was 7% of one Salesforce share. So you get $48 and then 7% of one Salesforce share. So if we look at a Salesforce share, Salesforce stock, but 200. You got 7% of 200, and we'll say $228. So what the fuck is 7% of $228? How do you get percentages? I actually don't remember. You multiply by 7%, right? So it'd be $15. Is this correct? Sam, you're an accountant. Check my math. Did I do this right? Banks are still still salespeople. What are you doing again? What is 7% of 200? 7% of $228 is $16, right? Am I don't love Salesforce. I just don't think it's a bad product. I think there's a difference between bad product and bad development team. Which is like objectively a problem at Radwell. And we don't even use Salesforce. Ours is all in-house. But it's basically the same issue. Okay. Yeah, so then in that case, you can do math, but not English. Yeah, so if you owned fucking Slack stock, you just made $68 per share. On top of the value of the share. So if you owned like 100 shares, you just made fucking $680 in one day. Which is, and you didn't even do anything. Which is kind of crazy. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. Stocks is business, baby. No more email, just Salesforce. I will say, I think email is the worst CRM system ever. That's what we use at work. We do everything through email, and it's the fucking... It is the objectively dumbest way to do what we do. But anyway. I'm not gonna comment on my work. My work has a virtual fax server, meaning a virtual fax server basically allows you to interact with faxes as if they're email. So it has like a number, and then someone can fax to that number, and then the fax server digitizes the fax. Instead of printing it, it just gives you a digital like PDF copy of it, and then you can get it, and you don't have to waste paper. My company has this, but no one uses it. They just prefer to use paper for whatever godforsaken reason. I'm like, holy shit, we kill like entire forests like every week with this place. Holy crap. And the IT dev team has done a lot of work to like make our system so that we can go paperless, but people just don't do it. To the point where I actually got a call from someone who was like, how do I attach... I'm having trouble attaching this thing to my email. Turns out this is what they were trying to do, right? Fucking, I took a PDF. Someone emailed them a PDF. So they get a PDF in their email, right? They take the PDF. They print it. Okay? Then they scan it back into the system. And then are trying to email it to someone. And we're like, well, I mean, but why? Why did you just do that? Why did you print that to put it on an email? You could have just put it on the email and cut out the middle step and not waste paper. Oh my god. Anyway. Use rocks. Just carve everything into a rock. Email them to use the fax. It's ridiculous. I can tell I got all kinds of fun, dumb stories. I gotta be careful what I say though, because some of my coworkers watch this stream. Very few, but. Fax sent to use email. Use your damn email. Your son's a bitch. Not rocket science. I'm kind of stalling because this talk's probably going to be quite short compared to my other ones. Not gonna lie. The one from last week or the week before? I didn't think they were short. I just finished editing the one from last week. It's 16 minutes. That's not bad. This one was intended to be short, so I don't count that one. But this one was 16 minutes long, and the one that I just finished editing is like 20 minutes. I actually already did that. You missed it. I was talking about embeds and basically why I did this with a GIF instead of just allowing the video to be embedded. Okay. Alright, I guess we should record this video. I guess we should record this video. Okay. Here's the deal. There is a smudge on my glasses and it is driving me insane. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Wait. There we go. If you have to buy for someone with glasses this year, get them one of these. This thing is fucking awesome. Just saying. Anyway. All right. So, today, I want to talk to you about YouTube videos. Specifically, we'll talk about creating a valuable video and, more importantly, increasing your watch time. Because I've said before, the two most important things on a video are click-through rate and watch time. Alrighty? So, before we get into that talk, I want to caveat this whole thing by saying anything I ever tell you about how to make a good video will be completely undercut by you clicking off of this video right now and making a video. Like, click out of this stream, click off of this video, and go make a video, and you will learn so much more than I could ever tell you right here. But also watch this video because I need the watch time as well. So, with that said, let's talk about value, right? So, everything in life is transactional, okay? And the current YouTube meta is the transaction of value for time. So the more value that a YouTube video provides to someone, and there's a ton of different ways to provide value, but the more value that a YouTube video provides to someone, the higher the watch time will be. Because the person will be invested in the value that you're providing them, and they will stick around for longer. Makes sense. Forehead, am I right? So my question to you, if you're trying to start a brand on YouTube, or a brand at all, or a business, because this applies everywhere, even if you're trying to like make more friends with people, my question to you is, what value are you providing? In any situation, what value are you providing? In YouTube, what value is each one of your videos providing? Is it entertainment value? Some people are naturally entertaining. I don't think I am. That's why I stopped recording. That's why I stopped streaming games, because I don't think I'm entertaining enough to stream games. I don't think I provide enough value in that department. I think I can provide more value right here where I am, which is why I do this. If you're interacting with other people, think to yourself, how can I provide value to the other person as much as possible? And you'll see your relationships improve. I almost guarantee it. In fact, I do guarantee it. But there's a lot of nuance that goes into that. This outside the scope of this talk. Now, when it comes to actually providing value, I think the easiest way to do this on YouTube specifically is how-to content. How-to content is extremely easy to make, especially if you know a lot about a specific subject. And if you can make it entertaining in a way and provide that information and that value, you will get views. I can almost guarantee it. After that, it literally comes down to your title and your thumbnail, which we talked about last week. But beyond title and thumbnail, content is king. Because if you don't get that watch time, and that watch time is going to be determined by how good the video is. Okay? If you don't get that watch time, you're screwed. So, how-to content. Basically ask yourself, what do I love doing that I have an above average level of knowledge in? Okay? People think that in order to teach someone how to do something or teach someone something else, that they have to be a master at it or like heavily accomplished at it. I'm here to tell you that that is wrong. It's just objectively wrong. Okay? If you want to make a channel completely around chess, you do not have to be GM Hikaru to make chess content. You could be someone that just is at a higher than average level in chess. It's my philosophy that as long as you know more about a subject than the people that you are teaching, you can provide value to them. And this is true pretty much across the board. Which is why, even though I'm not an accomplished marketer or an accomplished businessman, that because I know about the subject, that I can provide value in this department. I think this is where a lot of people think that they can't provide that value. So if you're an artist, can you teach people how to draw? Can you teach people how to play WoW if you're a really good WoW player? Can you teach people how to play Fortnite if you're a really good Fortnite player? Like Fortnite, for example, I just found out, and I never even thought of this, but I just found out that like building patterns is like a drill you can do. Like you can drill building patterns. You know, when they're running around and as they're moving, a structure will just appear in front of them. That's like a thing you can train. To sit there in like a solo lobby and just train the button patterns to like be able to build shit like that and at that speed. And if you could teach people those drills, that's valuable. That's extremely valuable. Some people are entertaining enough to be able to provide enough entertainment value for their entire brand to be based on entertainment. And by that, I mean, like, some people are funny enough to do comedy, like skits and shit. I am not. That's why I don't do it. Some people are entertaining enough when they're playing a game and they're like energetic enough that they can provide value while playing a game. I cannot. That's just a self-reflective thing that I came to, that I cannot do that, but I can provide value in the things that I am constantly thinking about or learning about or researching or taking notes on. And, you know, this is kind of where I found myself after that. So that's the first thing to think about, is value. How can you provide value in a way that's entertaining but still extremely valuable? And that is like the biggest piece of this puzzle. Now we'll talk about how to increase your watch time. Now this is very tactical. And this is the part that, you know, is going to get like kind of min-maxy, if you will. So ultimately, if you take nothing from this talk, it's the value. Take the value away from it. Take the fact that you need to provide value to people in order to be successful in this platform. That is the most important thing I can tell you in this talk. And with that, we'll go on to the tactical shit. So, watch time. First step, biggest thing about watch time, is if you look at your video, right? You look at the YouTube will actually give you a graph. When you go into your analytics, YouTube will give you a graph, and it will literally like show you where people click off. It'll literally show you exactly the time when most people click off of your video, right? So if you find that most people are clicking off of your video at the 1 minute 30 mark, what did you do in your video at the 1 minute 30 mark? Right? What happens at the 1 minute 30 mark that's causing people to click off? It could be anything. It could be like a 2-second like intro that plays and people just click off because they get bored. It could be that you didn't hook them quick enough, so they click off because they got bored. But like, look at your video. What happened between 0 seconds and 1 minute and 30 seconds that caused people to click off of your video? Something happened in that time frame that caused them to click off. And if you can identify what that thing is and fix it for the next video, that will put you leagues ahead of most other people on this platform that are starting out. Like, you have no idea. Now, like I already said, the YouTube algorithm cares about click-through rates, which we talked about in the last video, and long watch times. Okay, so how do you increase your watch time? The way you increase your watch time, there's two ways that I like to. There's two methods that I like to talk about, or that I'm going to detail for you today. So the first one I'm calling the Logan Paul method. Okay, because whether you love or hate Logan Paul, I don't really care. He's fucking a really smart marketer, and that's that. So what I want to talk about is this video he has here.
What is this kid doing now?
Okay, so what we're gonna notice as we watch this video, I want to watch this video real quick, and what we're gonna notice is like every 30 to 40 seconds, it basically is a whole different video. Okay, so right now he's skating down the street with a dog on his back. Right?
Good treadmill.
12 seconds in. Now we have a treadmill and a basket. And what are we doing with this treadmill and basket? We're launching people in the pool. This has nothing to do with this has nothing to do with the dog from before. Right? So 12 seconds in, now we're treadmill basket pool. Okay? Whole different thing. Right? Fucking... Where does it change again? It changes again. So a minute in, it changes again.
Mine's that squeaking sound. Mine!
Oh no! Fuck!
We're fucking with a raccoon or some shit in a cabinet. Then fucking 40 seconds in, it changes. And then you see how every 30 to 40 seconds, the scene just completely changes. What does this remind you of? I don't know about you, but this reminds me of TikTok. Think about it. What is TikTok? Well, TikTok is a platform where you open it up and you watch a video that's less than a minute long. It's 15 seconds to a minute long, right? And you watch it. And then that video finishes and you swipe up and you go to the next video. You watch it. That video finishes, you swipe up, you go to the next video. And you will do that for hours and not realize that hours have gone by. You will sit there and watch hundreds of videos for hours and not realize that you just did it. I'm speaking from experience, because I have done that before. I sat down, started scrolling through TikTok, and about 3 hours later, realized that I was scrolling through TikTok. That's what happens. Logan Paul's video format here, where the scene changes every 30 to 40 seconds, is and these rapid short clips is replicating what TikTok is able to do to the human psyche. That's what he's doing here. So what this happens is it eliminates your chance of downtime because everything is constantly changing, so it's constantly new and fresh, and they're completely separated. Each clip is not related in any way to the one before it, other than that it might be the same day. But even then, it's is it the same day? We don't actually know that. We have no idea. They're completely unrelated. But you will still sit there and watch the whole thing, even though it's a 3 to 5 minute video. So for someone like comedy, someone that's trying to do a comedy channel, this might be something you want to look at. Someone whose content is relatable to a Zoomer sort of TikTok-y style thing, this is what you want to do. This is by far and away the best strategy that you can follow for short form, quickly paced content. Now, for longer, more informative, interesting content, I shouldn't say interesting, just longer, more informative content. I'm not one. I will not be one to tell you what's interesting and what isn't. But I call it the Mark Rober method. Okay, and here's how we're going to describe the Mark Rober method. So Mark Rober, this guy's interesting. And the reason you should pay attention to him is because he has 15 million subscribers. And his videos get upwards of 50 million views. But he only posts like once a month. Okay? So he's completely broken that like meta of like post once or twice a week. He's completely broken that. And the way he's broken it is he knows this YouTube algorithm like the back of his hand. He's cracked it. In the same way that Mr. Beast and his team have cracked it, this guy's cracked it. So these people are good to study. Now, what Mark Rober does is very quickly, within the first minute to 3 minutes of the video, he tells you what you're watching, why you're watching it, and how he's going to do it. Like, basically, he tells you what he's going to do, how he's going to do it, and why he's going to do it. Right? So let's just watch this, and I'll explain what I mean.
This is a bird feeder, and everything to my left is my attempt at making it squirrel-proof.
There's our what. He just told us what he's doing. He's making a squirrel-proof bird feeder.
If they want the bird seed, they will first need to pass through what is basically an 8-part Ninja Warrior obstacle course for squirrels.
That's the how. He just told us how he's going to do it.
This course is extremely challenging. It is not for the timid of heart. But out of the gate, I will admit that in hindsight, that I completely underestimated my adversary. Now, if you're wondering why I would go through all this trouble, we need to go back 8 weeks ago when I found myself stuck at home and very bored. So I installed a bird feeder and decided to become a bird watcher. And it was just so lovely. Until they showed up. Now, luckily, my bird feeder...
Now, I'm not gonna watch this whole thing, but for the next minute or so, he is him basically telling you a story of his why, basically. So he tells you, like, already within the first 3 minutes of the video, we know what he's doing, why he's doing it, and how he's doing it. So this makes you very interested in the rest of the video. And Mr. Beast has also kind of vetted this concept, because he said that if you have, he's like the easiest way to like hook people into a video is to straight up right at the beginning of the video tell them exactly what the video is about. And he's like literally, like, if you're gonna fill a pool with Orbeez, he's just like, say, hey, we're gonna fill this pool with Orbeez. And people are like, holy fuck, I need to see this happen. People think that, like, a lot of people think that, like, this element of, like, mystery and concealment, like, trying to get the viewer, like, oh, the viewer doesn't know what's going to happen, so he's going to, like, want to know and actively find the answer. These people just don't understand how human behavior works or marketing. Because what this actually does is confuses the fuck out of people and makes them less interested and care less. That's what that does. This is very easy to do with like thumbnail and title. Like if you put a thumbnail and then like a title, and like you in your head you're like, oh, it's a mystery. They're gonna want to know why I did this thing, and then they'll click on it, and or like why is he holding an axe in the thumbnail? It's like, well, if the title doesn't tell them why he's holding an axe, they're not going to click on it to figure it out. More than likely, it's just going to confuse the shit out of them, and they're going to move on with their life. This is something a lot of people miss the mark on. But yeah, that's pretty much my whole talk. This was a bit of a short one, I believe. I hope that you guys got a lot of value out of this. As a quick little recap, remember, everything is transactional, so make sure that you're providing value and the viewers will provide their time. Think about people like Mark Rober and Mr. Beast and Logan Paul and how they format their videos as a way to yeah, train left the station. Look at people like Mr. Beast, Mark Rober, and Logan Paul as ways to possibly format your videos, because these guys, they have the watch time. Okay, look at people that have high watch time and try to figure out an unpackage how they're doing their videos and why it works. Okay, we kind of explained a little bit of it here, and I hope I was able to maybe provide a different angle on maybe how you think about creating your YouTube video or structuring it. But like I said, ultimately, the only thing that will make you better at making YouTube videos is making YouTube videos. So go make a YouTube video later. Boom. That's talk. YouTube. Did it. Done. What do you guys think? Oh, my tea's the perfect temperature now, too. Yes. What do you guys think? That makes sense. I feel like I got a little shaky toward the end there. Like the Mark Rober video, I feel like was a little shaky. Yeah, sure, great. Do I want a game for a bit? No, I know what I want to do. I want to come up with a thumbnail and a title for last week's video. Alright, so what was last week's video? YouTube framing. Fuck. What do I call this? Fuck, this is hard. That one almost feels a little too baity. I wonder, do I actually say why in the video? Do I actually say what the fuck I'm doing in the video? Fuck. That one's objectively bad. Fuck! Fuck! This is hard. Why is this so hard? I need more tea. I'll be right back. Can't think of a fucking title. Add coloring to the list? Coloring. What do you mean by coloring? The coloring of the thumbnail? Fuck. I mean, Rainbow will certainly stand out, that's for sure. That is a faux show. What the fuck do I call this fucking video? I just keep calling it Fred. You know what the worst part is? I had a name in mind, and I can't fucking remember it. I had a name. I had an idea as a title for this video like 3 days ago, and it needed some workshopping, but I didn't write it down like a fucking retard. No, that's today's talk. This is last week's talk that we're titling about thumbnails, titles, and descriptions. And I also have to think of some interesting I gotta come up with an interesting thing to do on like Wednesdays or something. Like an interesting thing to do that's like low production that I can do like once a week so that I can be posting twice a week on YouTube. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if we do like a news thing almost. Where like we just kind of react and talk about like business news, YouTube news, social media news in general. Will not be playing video games on this channel. Well. And there's one main reason that I don't play video games on this channel anymore, and it's to stop people from asking me for playing video games on the channel. Believe it or not. Eventually, you'll stop asking. I keep saying no, you will stop asking. Or I'll time you out. One of the two will happen. We'll see. I guess it depends on how quickly you irritate me. How is that rude? Thank you, Jules. Content here is too professional for video games. 2 5-head for your dumbass 3-head video game. Turn brain to mush. I could do a whole talk about... I can do a whole talk. If you want me to, I can do it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to add it to my video ideas. I can do a whole talk on why... I had to do the research. Because I know some of it, but I have to like get data and like actually like compile all my everything that's in my head on that subject. But I can do a whole talk on why video games are really good for you and also really bad for you. Because there are both sides to that coin. It is a double-edged sword. Three-head video game, he says, when he himself sucked ass at playing Portal. My point exactly. I suck at video games, and I'm not entertaining when I play them. So why would I play them on stream? Why would I broadcast them? I also don't even enjoy watching video game content myself, so why would I create content that I myself don't watch? Literally haven't played a video game since I stopped streaming. Maybe like once I played a video game. Doesn't happen often. Here comes the political talk. The political talk? What do you mean? Nothing about that's political. What did I say that was political? Because your viewers actually like watching it? Okay. So, good job knowing your audience. No. I will explain. Allow me to explain, okay? Right now, my stream has about 7 concurrent viewers who all apparently like watching me play video games. Okay? How true or false that is doesn't matter. Me doing this type of content, I see a much higher vertical than me doing game content. Because the problem with game content is I am not Moon Moon. I am not Jacksepticeye. I am not Markiplier. I am none of these people, and I never will be. And I've accepted that fact. I am not someone that will make gaming content that is appealing to a mass of people. Maybe I can make gaming content that is appealing to 7 people, which have a huge bias because almost all 7 of those people are within my friend group. But in the business and marketing sector, I see a much higher vertical because there's less competition there, and it's something I think I can do pretty well compared to other people in that scene. Especially given my age. I think makes me quite appealing in a weird way. You would think that it'd make me less appealing, but I think I can use it as a strength. And this could be naive, don't get me wrong, but I think I could use it as a strength that I feel like other people my age would then look up to me and be like, oh, this guy's, you know, let's say I'm running a semi-successful business in less than 5 years. I'm running a successful business before the age of 30 and making content on it. That's something people want to watch. And that's kind of the goal I'm looking for. So I see a much higher vertical in the lane that I'm currently in right now than in gaming. Gaming will never get to that level for me. And I've accepted that. It's just self-introspection. And that's not me being negative, by the way. That's just me accepting reality. I wasn't getting mad either. I'm just very passionate. But yeah, I can do a whole talk on the good and bad of video games, though. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. So yeah, I know what my audience wants, but I also know that that audience is much smaller and has a much lower vertical than the audience for the content that I'm currently making. I think has a lot more potential. It'll burn now, but just wait. 2 years from now, I will be standing at the top of an empire, and I'll be able to look down and say, see, I fucking told you. Maybe, probably, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. That is the plan. I can also tell you, like, even though these streams are like, they feel shorter and it feels like there's less money, or there's less content now, which there is. I can tell you, I have been enjoying these streams so much more than game streams. Two years from now, I'll find you and laugh at you because you'll be in the same spot. If it makes you feel better, go for it. I have nothing to sell you, so. If that will make you feel better, go for it. I'll mark it on the calendar to add some competition. I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want, dude. I have my ambitions. Whether or not I meet those ambitions, at least I am making strides toward them. Because if I keep working at this, and I'm not standing on the top of an empire in 3 years or so, where will I be? I might be a third of the way there. I might be half the way there. But that is so much further along than where I am right now. And I made that progress because I was working at it for that amount of time. You go nowhere if you don't put in the work. At least I'm doing that much. If I talk to her boss or not? No. Why would I talk to her boss? If I talk to her boss for her? No. I don't even know her boss. I forget where she works half the time. Pretty sure she works at a bank, right? Columbia, I think. Anyway. Oh, your boss. Oh. I have not. What did she apply for? Hold up. Did I miss something here? I have not yet. The accounting room at my building is fucking quarantined as far as I'm concerned, so I stay very far away from it. There were 2 tickets in our ticket queue today. One of them was an accounting person that had a mouse problem, and I was like, fuck that shit, I ain't touching that. Staying the hell away from there. Because we got people in accounting that are very highly likely COVID positive and are still in the building. What are you doing? Go home. Stay away from here. Jesus Christ. Did Sam get anything back from them yet? My 2 questions are, has she gotten anything back from them yet? And if not, is the application under ventricular or Litostansky? Very important to know the answer to those 2 questions. Anyway, video title. Fuck. Stansky? Okay. The problem is the boss of that position is dumb as rock sometimes, so we'll see if I can actually have an intelligible conversation with him. I don't know if she's gotten anything back from them, but I know that they haven't hired for that position yet because I do all the onboarding and I haven't seen anyone in accounting be hired yet. And I do half of the onboarding process, so I would see everyone's name. Okay. I'll talk to Dennis then. Dennis! Dennis. Can't even figure out how to do the most basic of tasks on a computer. Ah! We should do a Tales from Tech Support segment on this stream. That'd be fun, right? See, I don't like to rag on like computer illiterate people, but all I'm saying is when you try to do something in the system throws an error, and the very first line of the error tells you exactly, word for word, why you're getting the error, and then you take a screenshot of it and send it in an email to IT support. All I'm saying is you're fucking dumb and can't read. And what we'll do, because we're fucking assholes, right? In IT, and we hate it when people do that, we will take the screenshot. We will highlight where it says in the error message what the problem is, and then send it back to them. Because we're fucking assholes and we're tired of that shit. God damn. Dumbasses. We're all a bunch of cynical assholes in IT. IT will do that to you. It will turn you into a cynical asshole. If you're not a cynical asshole already, it will turn you into one. And if you are a cynical asshole already, it will make you worse. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I don't believe that. I think I am of the philosophy that you don't quit a job, you quit. Usually you don't quit a job, you quit your manager. It's pretty rare that like the job itself is actually the source of your unhappiness with the job. Usually it's either the people around you or your bosses. More often than not, it's your bosses. And this is because someone with like really shitty jobs can still be like the happiest people on earth. Right? Like they can still be happy as fuck. Like I used to, like I say it often enough. I used to work for a plumber. That dude was happy as shit. He fucking loved plumbing. Right? But like he literally like cleaned shit out of toilets and like blockages out of drains. And he's just like, yeah, it's great. But he also worked for himself. He was his own boss. So I think that had a lot to do with it. And he would only take jobs from, we'll say, wealthy clients. So they were usually pretty cool to deal with. There was the occasional, like, total biatch, but, you know, where are you going to go in life that you don't find those people? You know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about going to YouTube and looking for other people that are posting how to grow a YouTube channel. Let's see if I can title it better than they can. This channel is literally called Grow Your Gaming Channel. Oh, that's a good title. I started your YouTube channel for you. You're welcome. My video is a totally different subject to what we're talking about here, but it's still a good one. Ooh, that's not bad. I don't know how I can apply that to what I'm doing now. Fuck! Why is it so hard? Why does this guy look like an Indian JD? Breezy, you still here? See if you are, I gotta show you something. Oh, that thumbnail's fucking horrible. Holy shit. Damn, lady. That one's not bad. Except I don't care who that person is. Holy shit, this is straight up a re-upload. What the fuck?
Channel starting with 0 subscribers, 0.
This is straight up a fucking re-upload. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This is Nate O'Brien, who I actually watch quite a lot. And this is some fucking random ass bullshit.
So 2020,
I am so confused. This is Mike O'Brien. This is Nate's brother.
so in this
What the fuck? I'm so confused. What am I missing here?
Hey everyone, my name is Nate, and in this tutorial, I'll be showing you step by step how to build
Central Media? What the fuck? My cam's out? Oh fuck, I didn't plug it in, did I? Shit. Wow. That sucks. That sucks! I didn't plug it in. I'm sorry. Okay. Welcome to
Hey everyone, my name is Nate, and in this tutorial, I'll be showing you
It's just another whole ass. Interesting. I didn't even know this was a thing. And I follow at least Nate. I don't follow Mike. Interesting. Well, that was a lot less helpful than I thought it would be. That's the wrong your. Fuck. Wait. That's the wrong your. Okay, there we go. Chat, help. Why is this so hard? Fuck! How long have I been sitting here trying to figure out a fucking title? Like an hour? Half hour? Something like that. Shit. I don't like any of these. So let's go back to the YouTube framing thing. How can we reframe this? What's a different story we can tell? So this is the story of like get more clicks. But what's it? What's a story we can tell that's not get more clicks? Actually, get more clicks. Is that a good title? What do we think of that? Title it dashes. I don't think that will have the desired effect. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I could call it something stupid like quit more viewers, Ulu. What is the video about? It's about it is about good titles, thumbnails, and descriptions to hack the YouTube algorithm. Increase CTR. I call it framing. That's what the video's about. Oh, wait. You've been told about everything you've been told about thumbnails and titles is wrong. That's too wordy. How do we make that less wordy? I like that direction. Everything you've been told, everything you know is wrong. I'm right. How do we framing your YouTube videos? See, the problem with the word framing is it's not like a widely accepted word for this topic. So like any average person that sees the word framing on the video will have no idea what the fuck it's talking about and won't click on it. Otherwise that title might actually not be terrible. But the word framing actually fucks that title, unfortunately. Everything you've been told about thumbnails and titles is wrong. Everything you've been... Thumbnails for days. Everything you've been told about... content with your content? Everything you've been told. Oh! The truth behind YouTube growth. That's not bad. That's not bad. The truth behind YouTube growth. That might be it right there, honestly. So how do we make it look better? The truth behind YouTube. Come in. I am. What's up? We talk about epiphanies on the stream, so it's
So my epiphany was, I'm gonna make a drink. We're gonna call it the almond joy. So coconut water rum, almond milk, with a little bit of ice. We set shit up, put it in a margarita. But before you do that, you drizzle chocolate on the sides. Then you put a drink in, and then you sprinkle chocolate flakes and coconut on the top, and you put an almond in it.
she has a future in bartending.
I'm actually feeling that.
Okay. My sister is an alcoholic. Interesting. What do you guys think of that one, chat? The truth behind YouTube growth. The truth behind YouTube growth. The truth behind YouTube growth. I don't know. The truth behind YouTube growth. What, you guys don't think I could have a future in voice acting? Hell no, honestly. Oh man, that's just rude. You don't think I could voice like some shitty anime protagonist for an abridgment? Or his dumb sidekick? You don't think I'd make a good Mineta? Yeah, because DMCA is a thing. Background character 34 screams as something runs by. Ah! Ah! Yeah, no one makes bridges anymore because it's illegal. Oh no. Perfect. I'm glad you think so. Alright, I think that's our title. I like this title. Now we gotta make a fucking thumbnail. It's thumbnail time, baby. So we're gonna open up my favorite program, which is fucking Inkscape. Inkoscape. Because my brain can do art geometrically, but it cannot do art non-geometrically. I can make shapes and divide and subtract shapes. I cannot do that. Fuck. That wasn't in the spot I thought it was. Here's last week's thumbnail, which I thought was pretty pog.
Cheerio. Oh, these guys bought
They are definitely intoxicated. Stop? Stop what now? What'd I do this time? Stop saying. I didn't even say pog. Didn't even say pog. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Now, how can we make this thumbnail pretty pog? That's right. Get wrecked. Wow, poggers, bro. So good. Poggers. What do you guys think? What should this what should this one kind of look like? So the title is This is the title. So the question is, how do we make a cool looking thumbnail that tells the story along with this title? Ooh, what if we went like... What if we went like... Oh, good one. I was checking my spelling for the word lied because for some reason I looked at it and I was like, that doesn't look right. But it turns out it's actually perfectly right, so... Not like this. How about this one? There's no like high resolution images of not like this. How about kawaii anime girls? Oh my god, it's huge. Jesus. No? What do you mean no? Something like that. Hey Cass, how you doing? Well, I know the other one. Ah, here we go. I couldn't find a high resolution version of it. That one. That's a nice high res too. Now for the fun part that I suck at. I will not be looking at chat for the next 10 minutes. Whilst I very terribly cut this out. And before you ask, no, I don't care how bad this is gonna look. Smile. I hate cropping. Cropping is the worst. Nope. Oh god. This is the worst. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on a second time out. If I do this. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay. Hold up. We can work with this. Let's get my eraser. Get it kind of big. And we're only going to go about to there. Because then the rest of that we can get rid of. Get rid of all this. Now we'll just go back in and clean it up. I'm using him for my content. It's for the greater good, I swear. It's fine. It's gonna get put on a thumbnail, so part of me doesn't really care how perfectly clean it is. It's just got to be kind of good enough. You know what I mean? Fuck. Make this bigger. Get rid of all of this. Fucking nailed it. Yes. Alright, and then that's what I wanted. Just make sure there are no lingering little bits. What the fuck? Oh, there are. Damn it. Okay. Actually, no. Hold on. If I turn up the tolerance and then select over here, then invert, then I can crop. That wasn't a crop. Okay, we got it. Okay, stop. I did it. Because I wanted to test my skill. Maybe I fucking wanted to test my skill too. You ever think of that? Guess not. Guess you didn't think of that. Oh, that's actually not fucking half bad. I'll tell you what. That ain't bad. What do you think about that? That ain't fucking bad, is it? I'm actually quite happy with that. Do we change the background? Or is the background good? I kind of like the background. That's not half bad. I feel like we can do something more with the text though. What do you think? I feel like the text can use something. But I don't know what. Maybe like a black outline? Like a thick black outline? Stroke or drop shadow. I don't like the way the... Well, honestly, I think that's happening. Yeah, that's just... I still think the U bin can be bigger. That doesn't look too bad. I think it's it. I think it's a winner. The truth behind YouTube growth. You've been lied to. What do you think, chat? What do you think? I think it's pretty poggers. Stop saying poggers. Oh my god. There are certain things I do just because I know it irritates the shit out of you guys, and one of them is saying poggers. Party hats. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go pee and I'll be back. Alright, let's get this fucking video uploaded. What do you guys say? No time like the present, am I right? Okay. What are keywords that might not be? Okay. Oh shit, check this out. He's a better expression. Nice one, Ace. 10 out of 10. Fuck it. Getting there. I should have inverted it. There we go. I actually like that expression a lot better. Thank you, Ace. Object clip release. Do I like that expression better? I feel like I do. Which was better? He looks more upset in mine. I guess he does, doesn't he? He's also bigger, which is a factor. You know what I mean? Like, he takes up more of the thumbnail, which I think is a good thing. There's less dead space. Fuck. All right. Why is the fucking size wrong? Bitch! Okay. Wait, what am I doing? Next. Wait. Ah, here we go. Thumbnail. shit. I accidentally deleted one of my thumbnails now. That's kind of sad. Oh well. Worse things have happened. Doob doob doo. Next. Import. Remember this one. Hope it really helped you. God, that's such a bad transition. Bro, I fucking suck at editing. Holy shit. Oh snap. I forget I have this view. I feel like it looks pretty stupid though. I should move the Spotify thing. I feel like that should go up there. Have I been out of focus this whole time? Fuck. F. Yeah, F is right. Damn. Okay, so. I think that's it. You want to see my secret for how I get the YouTube audio out of my videos? YouTube to MP3. Because I actually can't be fucked to do it myself. And it's so much faster. Download, baby. Let me go to Anchor. Anyone who's trying to create a podcast, Anchor is a great service for such a task. Anchor is fucking awesome. That's it. That's all I do. Because I can't be fucked to do that myself. This is so much faster. I was sitting there, I was like, how am I going to do this? Now I was like, I'll just fucking use a converter. Too lazy. Too lazy to think about that much further. Point blank, can't be fucked. Exactly. Exactly. YouTube framing is self-development that I didn't like. Hell yes. Shit. All right, chat. Watch this. So when I post this, right, what's gonna happen is it's gonna throw this embed in here. I'm gonna remove that. And then I'm gonna throw in the thumbnail that we created. Come in.
Do you have a memento? Dylan and Bethany rent a house in Cherry Hill. They're looking to get out of it. They want to rent the house across the street.
Okay.
Can I recruit you for this Saturday and Sunday to help Daddy get as far as he possibly can with that house?
Sure.
Because it's basically just the downstairs, that, like a little finishing things upstairs, but
Yeah. I have D&D one of those days, but yeah.
thank you. Because you're a construction kind of guy. We gotta get the house finished so we can get a renter in there. We literally have a renter knocking on our door, so.
I have to rent it?
To rent it.
I thought I wanted to sell it.
We do, but Bethany and Dylan aren't ready to buy. And we can get a renter in there right now while Daddy's still fixing it, and we can gain some of our mortgage payments back. We rent it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And personally, that's what I want to do. I'd like to rent it for at the least a year and get some of our mortgage payments back.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you. Are we going to Sam's Club tomorrow?
No, we don't
Yeah,
have
because you
to.
have one water bottle.
No, we don't have to.
Yeah, you have one water bottle.
It's fine. It's fine.
Leave it.
It's fine.
Leave it.
Alright. I think that's it. I think we're good. This is a good stream. We got a lot done. I like it. I like it. And now I have 2 videos to edit too. I was thinking. Maybe instead of doing like a different type of content entirely on Wednesday, like on a different day. I keep saying Wednesday because that's the first day that comes to mind, but it doesn't necessarily have to be Wednesday. I was thinking, what if we make another podcast that's all only talks with guests, right? So this one will be all my videos in audio form, and then I'll have another one that specifically like talks with guests, and that one can be a little more freeform, but it'll also be all the talks that I want to do with other people. What do you guys think about that? So then the talks with John Heisler will be my solo one-on-one thing. And then the podcast will be like more like an actual podcast with a focus on like self-development and business marketing, that whole realm. What do you guys think? Yay? Nay? Maybe so? Maybe not? I could. I don't know what the fuck we talk about, but I could. This is my my notes section on videos. So these are all ideas. None of these are even thought about fleshing out yet. These are just a list of ideas I have. And then I have stuff that I've started to flesh out. Nothing's in here because nothing's in there. What I've recorded and what needs to be edited and what's been edited and posted. I might call it slightly different, not much different though, but make it like an actual podcast. So I'll record my weekly talks and then also a weekly podcast. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to ponder that more. I have much to ponder. By the way, this is called Notion. Notion is fucking awesome. Okay. Because it's basically like a really stupidly powerful notebook. It requires a lot of setup, but holy crap, does it do a lot. Like, what else do I have here? I have a book list. So the cool thing about Notion is you can put like full-on databases in there and shit. Later, Cass. And you can like sort by different things as well. I haven't been using it very long, so I don't have a ton to show you. But it is quite cool. I built my entire... Alright, so this is my character sheet for Dave the Half-Orc Paladin in one of my D&D campaigns. And these are all the notes that I have written for him. And then I have a link to his character sheet here. I have a map of the world. If I click this, it takes me to... This is what the continent that we're on looks like. I manage 3 different inventories. So I manage my character's inventory, the bag of holding that he has, and our cart, our traveling cart. I manage all of our inventories. So I built this table to do that for me. Good night, Squid. And then I also have a baby dragon. I wrote out his stat sheet here. It's pretty sweet. Anyway, yeah, Notion's cool. So, I think we'll leave it there. I think that's it, guys. Thank you all so much for joining. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you next time. So, deuces. Have a fantastic night. Have a fantastic week. And I will see you next time. Bye!